There we go.
Hello.
Hi, Janet. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for having me. I was waiting a long time.
I see. Yes. All right. What can I do to help you?
Okay, I have two questions.
Yes.
Maybe three. My first question is, I have an interview coming up for citizenship and green card.
So you have an I-751, and you also then put in for the citizenship to remove the conditions and your citizenship.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, I have both interviews at the same day.
Okay.
I'm kind of nervous because I don't know what it's gonna, what they're gonna ask. Whatever.
Well, they're going to ask for proof that you and your spouse are in a bona fide marriage. That's what they're going to ask.
Okay.
All right. So all the evidence that you would need to prove that you and your spouse live together. So you've watched my show before, I assume. This is not your first day you've ever watched the show, right? Okay. So you've heard me say what a bona fide marriage is. I'll repeat it to you. You bring documents to prove you live together. You bring documents to prove you have a financial relationship. You bring both. Live together,
I have all that.
So
we have two kids together.
you bring it all in. Okay. So they're going to conduct both the I-751 and citizenship at the same time. So the first thing they're going to want to do is prove you live together in a bona fide marriage, because you're doing your citizenship based on 3 years of having a conditional green card. And you also have to remove the conditions. So that evidence of the bona fide marriage is going to be used for the I-751. They got to do that first, interview you on that. Okay, they're now satisfied you're in a bona fide marriage. Now you're approved for the I-751. Let's get to the citizenship. Then they're going to start asking you all the questions about citizenship. And they're going to ask you to take the test for, they're going to go through the entire application. All the questions you answered yes and no, they're going to go through it again with you. They're going to make sure that you haven't been outside the United States for more than 6 months at a time, that you've been physically living here for 18 out of the last 36 months. They're going to want to know, give you the test on U.S. government and history. They're going to want to know that you can read and write, that you're going to take an oath of allegiance to the United States of America. So they're going to conduct 2 interviews at the same exact time.
Oh, wow.
All right.
The next thing I wanted to ask, they specific that my husband should come along with an interview. If it happens that he doesn't want to go, or it is a must that he has to go?
Okay. Well, if he doesn't want to go, then you got a big problem in your marriage. All right. Because he has to go to prove you filed a joint application to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. So if he doesn't go, the person half the person, 2 people signed this application. So half the application doesn't show up. So you're going to get denied. And if he doesn't care enough for you to go, then obviously, we don't have to be, Sigmund Freud to tell you that you got a problem in your marriage. And now you got to start thinking about what's best for you. Because if he's not going to go, you're going to be denied the I-751 and the citizenship. And if you're denied the I-751, you're going to get put in deportation, because that's the next step after that. So if he doesn't want...
Even in a case where you just want to be stubborn,
this is not a time to be stubborn playing with your life. Okay? There's a time to be stubborn to say, you know what? I don't want to go to the movies tonight. You go yourself. You know what? I don't want to buy you XYZ. I don't want to buy you this skirt or this shirt. We spent enough money. Those are stubborn times between husband and wife. Okay? The time when you're being cruel to your spouse is if you really love this person and you say, I'm not going to go on your immigration interview. Because right after that, you're getting your spouse deported. And now you're changing your life and her life completely. And that's cruel. So that's not being stubborn anymore. That's just being, I don't want to say a jerk, but let's call it what it is. So, at that point, Janet has to do what's best for herself. Now, there's no law that says that you have to stay in an unhappy marriage. So, to get your green card. The law says is that if you filed a joint application with your spouse, you and him have to show up. But if he's not going to show up, then the solution is one of two. You got to convert that case. And you have to convert the case either to, my husband's not showing up because I'm an abused spouse. And if that's the case, why are you living with him? Or two, my husband's not showing up. I started a divorce. We're terminating our marriage. And then you complete it on your own. Those are the different ways that you can complete your case without him. What you can't do is just show up on a joint application, say, my husband's not showing up, he's being stubborn. They'll deny you and you'll be in deportation. Go tell the judge. All right, so hold on. I think you need help, all right? Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.